How do most non-human animals die? Aside from being eaten, what are the primary causes of most animal deaths? And I mean from the full gamut of mosquitoes all the way to whales. I can't imagine insects getting cancer, so maybe heart disease? Sorry if this is a really dumb question, but I realized I didn't have a good answer when my toddler asked me. Starvation, mostly. Roughly half of the time there's slightly less food than necessary to keep the current population. At that point, the few least able to compete individuals die. If an individual survives for long enough, eventually it is their turn. Some of them die because of diseases. Even then many diseases aren't lethal by themselves, but infected individuals are less able to compete for resources. Say, a lion that can't outrun zebras because of a respiratory infection is very much dead, no matter that the infection won't kill it. Not a biologist so could have this wrong, but seems to be that due to the generally large amounts of animal offspring born that never make it to adulthood, thinking of everything from frogs born by the tens of thousands up to robins having up to 3 broods a season, I'd wager that the vast majority of wildlife at least is eaten as babies. Don't know if such a whole synthesis is even possible. Sure, there will be numerous common causes like starvation, accidents or diseases. Each species and environment would though face specific and particular threats. Insects may have very different dominant causes than humans. They outnumber humans in several orders of magnitude. General most common cause would be the most common cause for insects. Saw a video of a bear having a heart attack or stroke or something. Photographer was filming a brown bear doing his thing, meandering on a hillside going about his day. Suddenly, has an I'm coming Elizabeth moment and tumbles down the hillside. If you really mean all animals, then it's probably a toss-up between starvation and desiccation. If we're measuring it in terms of number of species, each species counts as one data point. It'll be dominated by tropical rainforest beetles. If we're measuring it in trend of just sheer numbers of individuals, it'll be dominated probably by nematodes. 60% of all mammals are raised for slaughter. I don't know if you meant eaten in the wild, but almost animals are being killed by humans. The rest are likely to die from starving if they live long enough to escape disease. Just like humans before antibiotics, many die of infectious diseases, usually when very young. Pre-penicillin, that was the #1 cause of human death. Where I live there are a lot of feral chickens, and a hen will have a brood of about 8 chicks, and within a month it will be down to 2. You find the dead bodies around with no injuries. Humans represent 34% of the mammalian biomass, and livestock 62%. The other 4 represent everything from mice, to whales, to antelopes. So the vast majority of large, non-human mammals die from being slaughtered.